Yo, it's your number one voodoo doll boy here, Bambi in Distress, and for once I am doing, something else than gaming. I'm gonna show you how I do my thumbnails in my videos, because, every YouTuber has to do that kind of shit once in their lifetime. I mean, that's just something you gotta do, right? That's a part of the deal, that's a part of the package. So, without further ado, let's get into the, Photoshop. I use Photoshop, and I already have a template. I can open the template. Okay, I'll show you. I'll show you how this stuff is done. There we go. Now you already see that I have my logo down in the little corner there. That's because I just imported the picture and then scaled it down so I can have it in the corner of my videos, like you see, on my videos on YouTube. It's a really easy process. It's not really that difficult. I'm gonna find the picture, the Bambi. I have a lot of different Bambi stuff over here. Let's just remove that one, if I even can. There we go. Now that's removed, and I will bring back a. Let's just bring down this one. Who cares? Who cares? There we go. Drag it in there. If you can't drag it in there, that's probably because there's like a permission you have to allow in the Windows settings and stuff like. It's just proper bullshit. If that doesn't work, then just open and then find the file up there in the file thing. Then scale it down, if you want to have a little, a little watermark on your little thumbnail. So that's cool. That's good stuff. And, the most important thing when you are making a thumbnail is to have the actual fucking photo, right? And, if we gotta have that, I guess we can go into a game then. You know what? Fuck that. I already have a I already have a video here of me just doing some dog. Is that good? The thing is, usually you can turn off your HUD in games, right? And you can like make the thumbnails look good without hoods. But sometimes you're like in the action and you're like, oh shit, when that happened while I was recording, that looked dope, right? And usually you don't have time to turn off the hood while you're in game and something cool happens. Let's just find a little thing. There we go. Let's just take this for an example. No, wait a second, guys. Okay, let's see. I recorded this, right? Let's see. Let's say I recorded this. I thought this section looked cool. For whatever reason. Let's see. And there we go. Good stuff. Good stuff right here. But there's shit in the way. The shit in you can see it all over, all over the place. Fucking B, A, it's all visible. So let's take a screenshot. I'm using VLC. Pretty good video. What's it called? Like video media player, I guess. And you can just right click and then go to video and then take snapshot. Or you can do the regular print screen and go into paint and stuff like that. I don't even remember how to do that shit. Then I'm gonna find my picture. Which is saved in the picture folder. Let's see, and you just drag it in there. Again, if you don't have the permission, just open it in the file tab up here. Just open and then find the file. Now you can also see that the the logo is all gone. That's because of the layering in Photoshop. It layers, so I'm gonna have to put the logo on top again. Drag it up there. See, now it's available. Now it's all there. And then you want to scale it. Like, this doesn't look that good, does it? This doesn't look that good. Maybe this is cool, right? This is fucking cool. The thing is, even though this is a 1080p thumbnail, you can have some freedom with it. Like, it's not gonna, unless you watch it on the TV, you're not gonna see the difference between, if it's dragged out a bit or not. But, you have some freedom so it doesn't look all pixelated, by upscaling it, I guess. But there are filters, and stuff like that for that kind of stuff, which is sharp and stuff. I'll go through it. I'll go through it. Let's say this is the thing I want then. Let's see this. Let's see if the, yeah, okay, that's cool. Now you can see that there's a lot of shit on the screen. Over here, a B, A, and the kind of stuff up there, that doesn't look good at all. And, stuff like this. Let's just duplicate it so I have the original. If I somehow fuck up, which I normally don't do, and you know, and I never fuck up. I never fuck up. Even there, I didn't fuck up. That was intentional. Me getting a fucking speech impairment. Anyways, here's the picture we're gonna use. Let's just remove the circle for now, the Bambi circle, and we want to get rid of this. Now we can do this. There's several options by doing this, but I have a technique that I think is cool. You know, people haven't been complaining and stuff like that, so I guess it's fine. I guess it's fine. And let's see. You can use this tool right here, which is called I guess it's called the patch tool. You can find it on your left side if you have the default layout for almost said Spotify for Photoshop, and I guess it kind of patches up the area you are selecting. Let me just show you this area over here. We have this tool selected, the patching tool. If I draw like a circle around it, it will select it. And what I want to do now is I want to replace that circle with something else. So if I drag this out, you can see it kind of reflects what I'm mousing over when I'm holding down the button. So I just want to replace it with some shit over here. See, it even merged. Now you can't even see the difference. I've been doing this for fucking years now, 2 years, and nobody has complained, so I guess it's working. And let's do the same with A. Good stuff, good stuff, good stuff. And the same thing with this. And you know, let's just go over the whole picture by doing this actually. Sometimes you're gonna have to like separate words and stuff, so it doesn't like turn into a big old, oh shit, I missed that one. So it doesn't get too big for the computer to like calculate and stuff, because if I do this, it may turn out pretty weird. See, it gets like all light and stuff. You don't want to, you know, you want to use this tool with finer like smaller objects like fucking pimples and shit like that if you want to look good on them Instagram selfies and stuff like that. So it's, you know, there you go, a fucking neat thing. Let's see the difference. You can't even see, I guess you can't even see the difference even if I do this. That's pretty cool. That's the power of Photoshop right there. Is there anything else? Yeah, we're gonna have to downscale it again because there are stuff up here that I want to get rid of, like these. It's easy stuff, guys. It's easy stuff. Now these are a bit more complicated. Like stuff like this. This is kind of complicated because there's not a smooth background. It's not like an easy thing to get rid of. So let's just get real close in on that. Let's just mark this section right here. It's not. I'm not gonna guarantee that it works properly. See, there we go. Now it's all fucked. Now it's all fucked. But we don't care right now. Right now, we don't care. This is our magnum opus. Just happy little accidents. Oh my god, I'm Bob Ross. I'm Bob Ross, guys. Jesus Christ. Now see, this is all fucked still. Now you can do it like this, like replace it over there. It looks kind of good. But it doesn't look good at all. The thing you can do is like you can use the smudge tool. I think it's called the smudge tool down in the you know, in your little thing, and you can smudge the colors over there so it doesn't look all that horrible. Not a recommended way of doing it actually. You can also change the color of your brush, which you can just press on your little color thing down there and select the color you want and then press enter. And if you press B or just choose it up in the up in your little thing, you can just change your size and then you can start coloring it in. Now do be careful, because if you have a bigger area that you do this on, you might see that it doesn't like fit. You see what I did there? Like it doesn't fit, even though it looks like it's the same color. It's not the same color. See here? So if you're doing this, you're gonna have to maybe use the smudge tool after, so it kind of looks like the colors are not one single color. I guess that's okay. You can't really see it from far away. Let's change the pole then. Let's change the color again to dark brown. Turn down the size and then just wait a second. There we go. Dot it in. There we go. Now see, it doesn't look that good. It doesn't look that good. So let's just smudge it out a bit, so it looks like it's merging with the original wood. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not gonna do it like properly this time because this is, you know, it's a fucking tutorial and shit like that. I guess we can just finish it up. and make it look all professional. I'm not a pro at all. I just do this for fun. Like I'm not a pro at all. So do keep in mind this is just amateur work. If you fuck up, I am not responsible for your mistakes. That's cool. That's fine. That's fine. It doesn't look that bad. It kind of looks bad. I will admit, but you know, it's fine. It's fine. Now you can like reposition this, and I'm gonna do that like right here. There we go. Then I get the my little circle, my little Bambi logo up there. I usually use the other logo. This is just a little example. It's all fine. But in my videos, I do have this effect that it looks kind of washed out. Every single video looks kind of washed out, like you've seen it before on YouTube. Like when you watch a video on YouTube, you get this watched logo, and the video kind of grays out. So you're not supposed to pay attention to it. And I do that in my thumbnail, so people get really confused sometimes. Like, oh shit, I didn't realize I didn't watch this because it looks like it's gray out by YouTube default. So let us duplicate the layer once again, just to have the original copy in case something, hits the fan. So let me show you what I do when I make... Wait a second. We need to have like that detail on the gun right there. Just give me 2 seconds. There we go. Now we have the detail on the thing, and I think there's some shit over here as well. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. Good stuff. Good stuff. I just used the smudge tool to like drag it downwards, and it's all fine. It works. That's the thing. It's not supposed to. You're not creating a poster that's gonna be fucking 200 times the size. So small errors will. Even see, I fucked it up. I fucked it up, guys. I even removed the ladder thing. What am I doing? Okay, it's fine. The ladder didn't make it to the final product. Who cares? Who cares? Now, you want to kind of make this a bit sharper. You have filters up here in Photoshop that does that for you, and I'm going to show you one of them right now. Just sharpen. I don't usually do that, but if you stretch out the image, it can get kind of blurry, and if you sharpen it a bit, that'll look a bit better. Better, Jesus Christ. Let's just press sharpen and see what happens. See? Wait a second. Oh, wait a second. I'm gonna duplicate the layer once again and use the sharpen filter so you can see the difference. There we go. YouTube compression will probably kill this image, but I guess you can see it on the ladder. It looks a bit better. Let's see the butt of the machine gun. You can see the detail kind of pops a bit more out because I stretched it and then used the sharpen filter. It's fine. Now I usually like pictures that are significantly boosted with both saturation and contrast. I don't know why I like it. I just like over the edge pictures, and that doesn't. I don't reflect that in my thumbnails, but I will show you how to boost your saturation and stuff like that, because I record with shadow play, and that kills both saturation and contrast. So I will up the contrast a bit. It will be in vain because I will wash the image out at the end. Anyways, so let's go on to the image tab up here and go to adjustments. This is the easiest way to do it. You can't get it easier than this. Go to hue and saturation and just up the saturation. Let's see. Let's take a look at the flames actually. See, now it's like really fucking, really colorful. Oh my god, that's burning up. Jesus hell. Another way of doing this is, I guess I can amp it up a bit, like a 5 plus. Is that a thing? Yeah, that's cool. And you can make this like a bloom effect if you want. Like I'm gonna show you a... Oh shit, my timer is up. I had a timer on. I'm sorry. If you want this to become a bit more bloomy, you can go to your colors over here. This is the way I do it. I don't know if there's another way to do it, but this is the way I do it. So let's just press the colors down there and find a little color from the fire you want. Let's see. Then adjust it a bit, and then make a new layer down here. And then you use the brush tool. That's just B, or the little icon over there. And let's up the size a whole lot, and then turn the hardness down. We even need a bit, there we go. Okay, now I got a big circle, and I don't have any hardness on the, let's actually change the color a bit more red. There we go. No hardness, because I don't want any hard edges. Like, if you put it on the hardness 100, then it'll look like this. It looks shit. Looks like a fucking Japanese flag. Who cares? Who wants that? If you put the hardness down, it'll just be like this. It doesn't look good right now. So let's just color the thing in. Just for fun. There we go. There we go. That looks like shit. That looks like absolute garbage. But if you go onto your layers tab in Photoshop, you can you layer it. I guess you can choose your layering style, like your layering effect. So let me just roll through all of these. This is normal. That's dissolve. You can already see the difference. Then we got darken. See, there's a whole lot of different effects, layering effects, I guess. And let's just choose one that doesn't look all fucking herpes. Give me a second. I guess soft light is good. Soft light is good, but it doesn't look, it doesn't look natural at all. It's too colorful. So you can change your opacity. How much percentage it'll show. You can turn it all the way down, and you can turn it down to 50. Does that look better? Yeah, it kind of does. It kind of does, And, now that we're done with that, this is just for show. This is something I sometimes do, like from the butt of the gun. If I also like, if there's a reflection on the gun, a bright reflection, I will occasionally just do this. Wait a second. I'll show you once again with, I'll show you with a new layer. Let's see here. If there's usually, if there's white reflections coming off of the gun, I'll usually just pick white and then color it in like this, and then use the soft light thing. Let's see, what? Soft light. There we go. Soft light. It doesn't look good. It looks like the gun is burning up for some strange reason. We don't want that. So let's just amp down the fill. That's the same as opacity, at least that I understand. It's kind of the same shit. Yeah, it's the same thing. There we go. Now it looks like it's shining. That's kind of cool, That's kind of cool. This is, this is hard. This is just hard. This is really rough editing, so don't expect greatness, okay? Now that we're done with all of that, I guess we can start actually editing the photo. Let me duplicate it once again, so we have the original in case, well, not the original, but so we have a copy of the time, of the timestamp we're at, I guess. So let's go up into the layers once again. I love the fucking image actually, and here comes my I guess my special touch on these thumbnails, because I haven't seen a lot of people actually do this. They kind of, the people don't usually wash out their thumbnails because people like to have fucking exaggerated colors and stuff like that. And I just don't like it. I feel like it's clickbaity, and I feel like I guess I just feel like it's clickbaity. And I don't like that. I want to I want to attract more grown-ups, which doesn't make a lot of sense because I'm a little fucktard, but I want to attract like a certain age group, and by doing this to my thumbnails, I actually I actually do that. My average age group is like 18 to 36, and there's almost no kids and a bit more older people. There's actually people over the age of 60 that subscribed. That's weird. Hi. Hi to you. That's awesome though. So it's kind of working. That's a little mentality thing. So we are at the image tab, and then go to adjustments, and then go down to curves. This is my this is how I make the thumbnails look washed out. I don't know how it works. Like I don't know how the thing works, but the only thing I know is that if I do this, you can already see it's kind of washed out. But then again, I make a little point, maybe here, and then I drag that down there. See? Now it looks kind of, oh, that's not good. There we go. Now it looks kind of in the style that I usually make my videos. Let's see. Original. No, wait a second. This is the... Wait a second. Is that the original? I guess that's the original, and this is the one after. Looks kind of washed out, but it doesn't look washed out enough, actually. Let me try that again. Drag that a bit more up this time. A bit more up, actually. There we go. That looks kind of beastie. It doesn't look too show-offy. It doesn't look too weird, and I like that. Let's actually try to go and fix some contrast. It's in the same thing. It's in the adjustments thing. Everything from color to contrast to brightness is always in the adjustments thing, I guess. I don't know where else you can find them, to be honest. Contrast, I guess you can fiddle with the contrast. I don't do that a lot, to be honest. And the lighting stuff, I don't fiddle with that a lot. Now now it would be complete, but I need the text. I need the text. Let's see. Let's make a new layer, and let's make it on top of everything else. And let's type how I make thumbnails. And I usually have it on one line across the screen. I don't know. I just like that, like this. But it's too small. So let's just change the size up here. I mark the text, and then I change the size up here. 25. That's too small. 27. 27 is good. 27 is good. But now the color is all wrong. I want it to be white. So you gotta mark it once again. Control, Alt, and Mac button and A. I don't fucking know. And then choose the color thing up here. I do stuff before I tell you what to do. I know I'm fucking horrible. I should never be a teacher. And then you get this pop-up, which you can change the color. You can make it whatever color you want. It's all to your heart's desire. There we go. Now we click on it once again, and now it's cool. But it's not really cool though, because it's not centered. The new Photoshop has this option where if you press Ctrl T, you can just change it into which place you want. Then you get like these alignments. You see the pink lines that indicates where your center is and stuff like that. And it kind of attaches to other angles. I'm losing my voice. Other angles from things you've placed in the picture, I guess. Now I'll show you how it works. Let's see. The center of this one will now attach to the edge of my Bambi logo. Let's take a look at that. See, now it's like at the dead center. So Photoshop does that for you. And you can just drag this into the center here and center there. Now it's on the middle of the screen. But is it though? Is it though? If you're in a if you don't really know, if you're not trusting the whole Photoshop thing, I guess you can choose this tool up here, which is just called the selection tool. No, rectangular marquee tool. Okay, that's just M on the keyboard. Drag all over the your photo. Make sure you have that text layer selected, and then go all the way up to move tool. You have to actually change tool while you're using that tool, which is weird, but it works. So let's click that and go over to this little selection thing, this little thing up here, which is if you press one of these, it will move to either side of the screen based on which area you marked, I guess. So if I press this one, you see it kind of went down a bit, and if I press this one, angular horizontal centers, it's just the same. Okay, but if I press this one, then it kind of goes to the side. If I would have marked a different area, it would have just gone to the edge of that area I marked, if that makes any sense at all. Hopefully it does. So now it's dead center, because the reason why it wasn't dead center was because the font is it allows for a bit more room underneath, or was it over? So it's not really dead center. It's kind of lifted upwards, but with that selection tool, it will be dead center. This I know. Now this doesn't look like my thumbnails either. Like, what the fuck, Bambi? What are you showing us? This is just a piece of garbage right now. And you're right. I usually just use a layering effect, which is called overlay. So I just use my mouse wheel to scroll down on this little thing right here that we used earlier, till we get to overlay. Now you can see how much of a difference it looks. Like, it kind of merges with what's underneath. You see there? I usually put it down to overlay, and then what I do, it doesn't look good right now. It's too not visible. It's not visible enough. I wanted to pop out. I couldn't even talk there. Jesus Christ, I'm a stuttering freak. I want to like make this pop out a bit more. I don't want it to be like the main thing. I want it to be there, but I want you to see what's behind there as well. That's how I do my thumbnails, at least. So I want to duplicate this layer to get the same effect once again. Now you can see it looks kind of like it's just regular plain white. So I'm going to use the fill tool or opacity. It doesn't matter in my case. Just turn it down to 30. So you can see the difference already if I deselect and select it. Maybe a bit more, maybe 40. That's good, that's good. Now we have now the thumbnail is complete. This is usually what I do in thumbnails, and not in Skyrim though, or Fallout and games like that, because then I actually go out of my way to go back into the game, use a lot of commands, and get the perfect screenshot, and then do these effects without removing stuff from the image, which I did earlier. So the thing is, you gotta make sure the things you have done, like we did some coloring, and if you place that layer over the text, it will not look good. So make sure your text is at your upper layer, because it will be because it will be weird if you make it in another order, I guess. So that's pretty much how I make thumbnails. But I'm not satisfied with this. I'm not satisfied at all, because it's too I want it to look like a text. I want it to look see-through, but I don't want it to be all white. So I want to like mark the outsides of it. So one way you can do this is you can right click on your text. Like I usually choose the first layer of text, which is the one underneath the second one. Right click and then blending options up here. This will give you a whole lot of other tools, which is kind of weird. You can make the text have texture, which is very weird. I usually do that on my Skyrim videos. But we wanted to drop some shadows. See, there we go. We're not happy with that, though. We're not happy with that. Our opacity on the shadows should be a bit less. There we go. 75%. Write that in. Oh, I pressed enter. Don't press enter. Then it goes away. I'm just going to double click on the FX thing there, and then it'll pop up again. And go down to drop shadows. I'm burping like a motherfucker. I drank some water with fizz in it. Now you can choose the angle of the shadow, where it will show. It also gives you a little preview up there to the right. That's good. You can also choose the distance, which is good. If you like that kind of stuff. Spread, I don't like that. Size, you can make it all big. I don't like that. And you can make the edges to your liking, even anti-aliased. I can't even say that word. Anti-aliased. I don't know. I think the opacity is a bit weak though. It's actually there we go. And let's make the spread not that big and the distance not that big. There we go. Now it looks good. I think I'm not 100% happy with this, but this is just because I used a weird photo. I would never have used this because there's too much going on in the background. I want my thumbnails to be really neat and stuff like that. So it's not usually the style I do them in, but this is the effects I do and the stuff I do to get the pictures in the same style as as how I do them. So yeah, I guess that's it. Jesus Christ. I guess I'll thank you all for watching. If you learned something, then shout out in the comments. If you didn't if you didn't learn anything, that's fine. If you didn't like this, it's fine. It's just a one-off thing. If I change my style, in the future, I'll probably update this video. But for now, this is just a thing that I just wanted to do because a lot of people are getting into YouTube. They want to like get a style and know how things work. So I just showed you this. I hope. There's some weird noises. I don't know if you can hear them. This is probably a good, good time to end the video. I guess I'll see you in the next one, guys. And as always, thank you all for watching.